Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Market Watch, your weekly segment. We're talking about the Digimon card game market. If you're wondering why my voice is a little low, I'm a little sick. Getting better, but Market Watch doesn't stop because I'm sick. So today we're going to look at some cards, BT10 cards, cards that are important for the future, cards that you should probably sell now if you have them, and cards that you want to invest in. I think it's a good idea. If you guys like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. Omnimon Market is nothing too crazy here. X Antibody Alt Art, the new one, is now lower than the original Omnimon X Antibody Alt Art. I believe it. This card is just worse right now. But besides that, Zord Defeat is kind of low. And Merciful Mode really isn't seeing too much play here, so it's also going on the low. Grab them if you want them. Zord Defeat will probably hover back up soon. Merciful Mode might actually go down a little bit. Next here is Death X at 80 bucks. You might think that, this is the new normal. It might be the new normal. But if you look really carefully, let's say that somebody, cleans up stock here. There's only 11 copies on TCG Player before it gets to 85. 85 is a lot of money. And it has the potential, as you can see here, to become like an $86 card. So I do think that 80 nowadays is a reasonable price until more people start cracking BT9 and start opening BT9 booster boxes and listing these cards. If there isn't a whole lot of Death X listed, the price won't drop too much. I think Death X is going to be our first expensive staple card of the game. This is the premium you got to pay on it. Now we got a Beelstar Alt Art who's been slowly declining. Never a bad grab, from my opinion. If you want to wait till it hits like 60, you can do that. But as long as we keep getting 7-cost options, there's always a chance that this card will continue to see play. Not to mention that it might even get more direct support. I'm sure the Three Musketeer archetype isn't going anywhere as far as Digimon's future. Event Pack 3 cards, just a reminder, don't grab them now. There's no point. Wait till there's more Event Pack 3 out there, and then buy some Event Pack 3 cards if you want them. Event Pack 1, sealed. Not many left, and as you know, it's not being made anymore. If you are fine with a sealed collection, like if you want to have sealed event packs or sealed product, that's the kind of thing you want to have, yeah, grab them. But if you're buying them just to open them, don't. If you guys recall, you can see through the packs with a flashlight, and you can see what's inside. So someone could be giving you a shitty card for no reason. I don't think you should buy this at all, unless you just want it for your collection. If you want it for your collection, then yeah, buy the sealed pack, leave a sealed call a day. If not, don't touch them. Calling from the Darkness pre-release stamp. There's actually a bunch of listings on it now. 36, 37 bucks. My suggestion is to grab them while they're 36 bucks. Maybe grab for a little bit cheaper if you can. There's no news of an alt art for this card coming soon or anything like that. There could be in the future, but as of right now, there's nothing. This is max rarity, and the card is not going to stop seeing play anytime soon. Rika, lowest I've ever seen it, 25 bucks, 2 copies, then it's back to 30. I would take advantage of the dip and buy Rikas for 25 bucks if you can. This tamer will only go up in price if Sakuimon support, period, is, released in the future, hyped in the future. And it will. Sakuimon is a fan favorite from one of the original Digimon seasons, I think. Man and Andromon, How the Mighty Have Fallen to 30 bucks. 30 bucks. Told you this would happen. I told you. Might have been even a little bit cheaper before. It's constantly going down in price, and it's not really seeing play in BT10. So I think this card continues to go down. I would stay away from it. A Lilithmon, there's a light play for 26, but also a near mint for 27. They were 30 a little while ago. People aren't really playing Minerva Loop. I don't understand why. Besides that the deck might be just a little bit complicated. I truthfully believe it's one of the better decks this format. But if the market overall doesn't have confidence in it, it's not going to move. That being said, there's also a reprint coming. The same thing to the Magna Andromon. So you might want to just be careful, be cautious this card, see if you can get it lower than 26 bucks. Guilmon Store Championship. as you know, was listed for very expensive recently, but more and more listings have been posted, and now it has a new floor. People were buying it at the expensive prices. My opinion is to buy this card now. If Gallantmon gets support, I don't care what anybody says. This is the max rarity of this card right now, and all it takes is a good Gallantmon that you can warp into for this Guilmon to become amazing. So yeah, now's the time to do it while there are still store championships happening, while the supply is being freshly updated. This is the time to do it. Crimson Blaze pre-release has been near $40. It seems like there's a bit of a reprieve on the price and a little bit of resistance. This is the max rarity of the card. If you want the max rarity version of the card, this is when you grab it. Do it now before it becomes 40 again. Diaboromon and Errata. I don't know if you guys have seen the speculation hype, but people really think that Diaboromon support is coming in BT12. I cannot confirm or deny that. I have no idea. What I do know is that Diaboromon support will exist again. This is a very good Diaboromon card. Giving you blocker is really important. Death X can't just swoop in and do anything about this field. They can Digivolve the Diaboromon, sure, but like besides that, you still have a bunch of tokens. And Erratas, yeah, well, Black War Gray exists. It's not very favorable, but doesn't matter. As soon as Diaboromon support is announced, these cards are the first to go up. Maybe the Tournament Pack Diaboromon as well. Heroes back to $20. I'm not super surprised. It's a Tournament Pack card, and there's not a lot of resistance before it's even more expensive than that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10 copies before it's a $30 card. That's really not a lot. And you need 4 copies of this card to play the deck. Sunrise Buster pre-release stamp. A whole wave of these cards were also put on the market, similar to Crimson Blaze. So now, if you have dreams to get this card under 20, the time is now. It is the max rarity version. A lot of people are playing Sunrise Buster. It's seeing play in Cross, which is the best deck of the format, and other decks are playing it as well. If you want your max rarity version of the card, this is now the time to do it, if you want my opinion. Yeah, Chimeramon is just retaining its expensive price. Yeah, okay, we don't need to talk about that anymore, eh? Gamamon. You guys know my thing with BT8 cards, right? We've recently seen some BT8 alt arts explode because there's not a lot of them. If Gamamon support continues to exist, this is going to be one of the cards that goes up in price. Why? Because it's an alt art in BT8. And I don't want to use the term that the set is getting old, but maybe down the road when BT, who the fuck knows, 15 comes out, and we got more Gamamon support, you're going to wish you had this alt art Gamamon, because draw power and deleting small things all in one body, alt art, it will be more than $15, mark my words. Impmon alt art. Somebody on the stream asked me today if it was worth grabbing this card. For this price, I think it is. It seems to be going down in price, but it won't go down much more than it already is. This is an Impmon that mills cards when it's milled. It's tantamount for milling strategies. You gotta have this card. If you think you ever want to play Beelzemon Max Rarity, you gotta get this card. And if you think that milling support will get more support in the future, which I think it will, you gotta get this card. So there you go. Patamon. This card is basically on sale. Grab it. There's no reason not to if you are interested in it. Just grab it if you want it at this point in time. Make some free money. Tyankari pre-release stamp is slowly going up as it's seeing more and more play, especially in the Shopmon deck. This is a pre-release stamp card. We've seen what happens with other pre-release stamp cards that are good in meta play, and there's not a lot of listings. We're a play set away, not even, before it's expensive. You are running out of time with this card. It is a very good tamer, and it will be more than $10 really soon. Davis. Now, this is interesting because you can buy a Just One starter deck and get a Davis. And Just One starter decks are very not expensive. Like, what, $16? I know firsthand you can get them even cheaper than that. But regardless, look at the Just One starter deck. You get a Davis, you get 2 Jesmon for $2 plus shipping each. Plus all the other tamers. If you want free money right now, grab just one starter decks. And if you want Davises and only Davises, buy Davises. It's the max rarity version of the card now. Pulsemon Alt Art, $6 for a near mint. The Pulsemon strat isn't seeing play because it is not great, but doesn't mean that more Pulsemon support won't be released in the future. Maybe make sure you have these cards. I think I've around some of you want for $2. I don't think it's realistic, but if you can grab these cards for $5 each, there's no reason not to. I think. Terriermon Alt Art. This is a card that could see future play. Terriermon is a fan favorite. Its evolutions by default then become fan favorites, and I think spending $5 on a playset of this card is a good investment for the future. EX2 isn't being reprinted anytime soon. This artwork may not be released ever again. And if we start getting some synergies with some Terriermons, let me tell you, this could go up in price. A lot of EX2 cards have a similar pattern, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed. Craniumon. I bring this card up once in a while. We do know that a Craniumon evolved form does exist. Maybe make sure you have your copies of this alt art for $5. It might go up, it might not, but it'll never go down at this point. Davis and Ken at $6 for the max rarity version of this card. Y'all may have noticed we got Imperial Digimon support leaked recently. Y'all may have also noticed that EX3 is around the corner and Exomon is around the corner. I think this tamer only has positive prices, like increased prices ahead of itself. Make sure you have your copies of this card if you want to make some money off of it. Metal Greymon. Blue Flare is seeing play to a point where I can't deny its existence. While I don't think the deck is super good, people do believe in it, and people are playing it. That being said, it's a $5 card. If you really want to play Blue Flare, spend $20 on the playset. The rest of the deck is peanuts in comparison. Machine Dramon support is very, very close. $15, I think, is a good price. If you can get it for $15. That's it. That's all I want to say on that. Jessamon GX seems to finally be stabilizing at the $18 price point. Jessamon GX can go on any Royal Knight. I think that will have future implications, but for now, it's okay in Jessamon. And you gotta pay your $17 if you want one copy of it or two or whatever. Dark Knightmons, just a reminder that this card is probably sitting in your bulk. Grab it because it's expensive. You can sell it, make some free money. Ancient Greymons at $18 and seems to be stabilizing. BT12 appears to be promising some really cool red hybrid support. It could be an uprising for Ancient Greymon. I think Ancient Greymon's even good right now, but the right hype push could cause this card to be expensive again. Mastamon is interesting. Somebody wanted me to cover Mastamon. It is a $2 card. If Mastamon gets support, BT11 might be a good spot for it. This card could go up in price. It's an alt art that's not readily available anymore. Could I see this card being $5 in the future? It's possible, I guess. If you believe in it, grab some copies of it, make some quick money at some point. And last card is Magna X at the stable $22 price point. I think this card only has higher prices in its future, so maybe grab it now. What do you guys think about Market Watch? Let me know in the comment section below. We are out of here. Have a nice day.